Hey everybody, it's Justin from Health Made Clear. I thought today we would talk about one of the most annoying things in fitness and health, and that is dogma. So dogma is just an attitude about something that isn't really backed up by research, is usually more of like a belief system as opposed to based on any kind of scientific evidence. And these are the top 5 that I think are the biggest ones. And they're pretty broad. There's probably more that are a little more specific, but I'm talking generals here because this is for more of a general audience, a non-heavy into fitness audience, and so I thought I would talk about the very obvious ones. So the number one that I can think of is diet dogma. Things like keto is the best for fat loss. You must do intermittent fasting. If you eat after 7 p.m., you'll definitely gain fat. Carbs are bad. A lot of trainers and influencers and even some nutrition brands aggressively promote one dietary lifestyle or one dietary habit, despite overwhelming evidence that the diet success is highly individual. Some people, based on their life, don't do well with keto. Some people don't do well with intermittent fasting. Some people don't do well with low fat. I have a diabetic daughter at home. If I just ate a bunch of carbs and went low fat, she'd just die, or she'd be slamming insulin. So that doesn't work for me, and I've still managed to lose weight when I need to. Number 2 is training method dogma. This more comes into like tribalism and camps and that kind of stuff. You must lift heavy to get results. Calisthenics are the best for growth. Cardio kills gains. CrossFit is the only functional training. Bodybuilding is useless for athletic performance. Notice I said must, best, kills, only, useless. Those are kind of absolute terms. And again, it's more like a religious thought process. There is no one best training method for an individual person. And the cool thing about training is, as long as you're doing it and you like what you're doing, you're going to make progress, whether that's powerlifting, bodybuilding, calisthenics, or CrossFit, or gymnastics, or whatever. Just moving your body through space or moving heavy objects against gravity is good for you. And as long as you enjoy doing it, continue to do it how you want. In reality, training effectiveness depends on a person's goals, experience, genetics, and preferences. But there's a lot of people in the fitness industry who want to sell you a program or sell you a lifestyle or something like that to make money for themselves, not in your best interest. Next is supplement dogma. You need supplements to make goals. If you're not taking protein powder, you're wasting your time. Ultimately, supplements are there to supplement any kind of deficit you have in your diet or in your regimen. So if you're having a hard time getting protein through whole foods, cool. Protein supplement may be beneficial for you. If you're needing creatine or you're short on some vitamins, cool, take it. Do you need to take supplements to get in good shape, to get jacked? No. They certainly help, some more so than others. There are definitely some supplements that are absolute junk out there. I'm going to do a video on how to kind of read nutrition labels and how to you don't even have to know much about the ingredients to know if it's going to be a piece of crap or not. We'll go over that one later. Another one that we talk about is, and this is more just because I think fitness is ever evolving. We're getting more and more talent into this space, and we're getting just better and better physiques because some people have great genetics, other people don't. And the bar for what a great physique looks like is just moving. If you look back, in the 70s, Arnold Schwarzenegger had the best body in the world. Now, if you look at his body and compare it to just regular fitness influencers, it's kind of mid. It's not great. Better than mine, but compared to people who aren't even pro bodybuilders, it's not as good as it once was, right? And so with that, there's lots of dogma out there, again, that if you're not shredded or you don't have a six-pack, you're not healthy. Ultimately, that's not true. Anywhere between 15 to 20%, give or take, for a male, and women, I think it's like 18 to 23%, don't quote me, they're not hard and fast numbers, is considered generally pretty good health. You may have visible abs, you may not, depending on where you store your body fat. And that's just overall a healthy body fat to be. It's not hard to maintain. You're going to look pretty good. Are you going to be shredded? No, but you're 20% body fat and you're going to be healthy. You're going to look healthy. You're going to feel healthy. You don't have to have, a six-pack and ab veins and feathered triceps or to be healthy. It's just not realistic. And that is just more of that dogma that if you don't meet this level, you're not good enough. And that's just not true. Finally, the one that's the funniest is the science versus the bro science divide. Some people on the science-based side cling rigidly to evidence-based protocols, and then they dismiss anything that has not been tested by a randomized control trial. which obviously has its flaws because the idea had to come from somewhere to make it to getting tested in the randomized control trial. Other people just go by feeling, they don't use any data, and some of them are big, but some of them are big despite the dumb ideas and the stupid thoughts that they have. So I don't think that being purely science-based is the best approach, and then being straight bro science isn't the best approach either. Something in the middle. There are some things that mechanistically make sense that don't bear out in the research. Other things, we kind of have surprise us. For a long time, we thought that you had to have a full range of motion, and that was the only way to make hypertrophy gains. Well, a lot of the research have come out now showing that limb length partial, so just like for a row, it'd be like from here to here, elicits just as much gain from here to here. And in some research, in some cases, it shows that maybe this little portion from here to here is a net negative because this takes so much energy and so much effort because the leverages are wrong, that you might have got more growth just sticking to here and here and going from there. So take what a lot of the fitness trainers say when they use words like only, definitely, kills your gains. If they use words that are kind of absolutist and leave no room for any kind of nuance, they're probably making stuff up.